Hey everyone, I'm Nina Palmer with ninapalmer.com. If you are curious about the Boise housing market, you will want to stay tuned. Hey everyone, it's Nina Palmer with ninapalmer.com coming to you with a weekly Boise housing market review. I thought I would keep this going. I think it's going really well, and I hope it informs lots of people of what our market looks like. So if you are new to the area and you want to know what things sell for, houses sell for here, or if you're a realtor from out of state and you're curious about how our market is doing over here, then you will want to stay tuned. So I had considered doing this every day. That's a little intense. So I figure Thursdays are a great day, mostly because a lot of the houses that are getting listed, like Thursday is one of the biggest days that you would see houses come on. So it's a great day to check, and we can recap the whole week and kind of see what the market is doing, but then also you can plan what open houses you'd like to go to this weekend. So I am going to start with a week in review. So I'm just going to search residential properties. Does anybody have a laptop whose mouse pad has a mind of its own? It wants to pick its own stuff. I have no idea how to fix that. Probably getting a new laptop. Birthday's in July. Christmas is past. So we're just gonna look at active, pending, and sold. And I'm gonna pick out Ada County, which is where Boise is, Canyon County if you're looking Nampa Caldwell, and let's do also Gem County, which is going to be a little bit further out, like Emmett, for example. All price points, all beds, all baths, and let's see, let's look at that won't work. Okay, so let's start with closing dates within the last 7 days. This thing could behave for a second. So first we'll be looking Maximus. Can you sit back down, please? Thanks, bud. Okay, 7 days back, closing date. What did I input wrong in here? Let's start with actives. I'm gonna have to do these one at a time. I just realized that. Okay, so active. It's the mouse pad. This mouse pad's driving me crazy. There we go. Behave. Oh my gosh. So listed in the last week. Okay. So what I've got for these 3 counties is 241 listings. It could be that many, couldn't it? Yeah, that sounds right. It's also January, so Christmas is past and New Year's Eve is come and gone. So we are going to start seeing quite a few listings pop up. So it's a really good time to get back out there and start looking for properties again. I'm just going to sort these out by price. Max, why don't you just sit down? Sit in the chair, bud. Do 5-year-olds ever stay still? Ever? Ever. All right. So this is going to take just a little bit, just because it's 240 properties this thing is trying to figure out. Okay, so we have properties starting at almost 1.6 million in Eagle and going all the way down. I think I saw a pretty stinking low one. Oh, pretty good. So to 345 roughly, also in Boise. So that's kind of our price range. So then I just pick out a few that I want to check out and kind of see that many rooms, that many bathrooms, that location, what does that look like? So let's just start with the top. So we have a $1.6 million home. It has 5 bedrooms, 5.5 bathrooms. a 4-car garage. It's over 6,000 square feet. Again, in Eagle, and it was just built in the last 1 to 5 years, and it's on 1.25 acre. So that just gives you an idea for like our higher end and luxury in this area. You can get a massive square footage on over an acre in the Eagle area. That's the price point. So we have another at 1.3. Oh, I saw this one earlier. I was so excited. It's on, it's in Boise's downtown historic district. So it's going for 1.3 million. And I already knew it was going to have a ton of bathrooms. These homes that were, I mean, they're all built at like turn of century. So you think they had bigger families back then, you know, 6, 7 kids. So, bud, just sit down on your bottom. Never be still. So 7 bedrooms, 4.5 bathrooms, also over 6,000 square feet. It was built, I think I looked up before, it was 1905, and it's on 1/5 of an acre, but it is like smack downtown in like the big historic buildings out there, which, you know, I love looking at these properties and just how they look. They did really fantastic photography. The entrance looks so grand. And, you know, we have houses like lots of wood, like 80s, for example, lots of wood, but lots of wood, like turn of century, is done so differently and so well. Like this one's got, you know, wood columns that go up and wood beams that go across and wood for the fireplace and beautiful hardwood floors. And then there's just so much more intricate details into them. So, you know, in this price point, you know, yeah, it's, you know, 1.3 million, but you are buying a significant piece of history in our area, and you are just getting things that you can't get anywhere else around town, honestly. I decided to put my dogs outside this time, and he's going berserk. He's going bonkers. Hey, Max, go tell Zeus to be quiet. Okay, do it right now. So do it now. Put the phone down. Put your phone down. Go call Zeus in. Thanks, bud. Just so you know, a lot of real estate agents do work from home. I'm doing this from my dining room table because the lighting is better. But a lot of us work from home, and a lot of us have young kids. And yeah, it's a constant battle. So let's see. So we have a high price point, one that's in Eagle that came up, got it back on market in Star for $900. That one is a 6-bedroom, 4.5 bath home. Max, what are you doing over there? I put him outside and he's being a stinker. He went upstairs. Like he can't hear him barking. Looks like we have a fairly new property, less than a year old. Okay, close the door, bud. Okay. The madness of my house while I try to work. Okay, go sit down. Okay, all right. So we have quite a few properties that came up this last week. There's a really good chunk that are in the 600s, and in the 600s, you're going to get some luxury homes that have some smaller bedroom sizes. So like 3 bedrooms, 4 bedrooms, 5 bedrooms, but they all have, their square footage is still really big. So you have like big rooms and bonus rooms and game rooms and things like that at that size. Plus in those price points, a lot of these properties will have a ton of amenities within that neighborhood. So you'll have, you know, community swimming pools or gym, or even like the elementary school could be somewhat attached to the subdivision. So if you're looking for a home that has some really good amenities around that community or greenbelt, big playgrounds, that kind of thing, shopping in that price point is probably what you want to do, even down to the 500s. 500s up to 700s. I mean, you can find a lot of amenities in the neighborhood. So getting down into maybe your first or second time home ownership, just kind of creep down here. Lots of new and under construction are popping up. A lot of them are going to be in the 400 price points, it looks like. A lot of these are Meridian, Kuna, Boise, Nampa. A lot of new construction coming up there. This one just put a drawing. It's just a picture of a drawing of a house. That's how new it is. Okay. Still to be built and under construction. Here we go. So existing homes, you're going to see more homes in the 300 price point, like high 300s, and a lot of Meridian. So there's a really good handful that came in the 300 to 400 range in the Meridian area. And most of what you're going to find in the Meridian area, we do have lots of areas that have starter homes, like 3 to 2 bedrooms, but I'm finding that a lot of those are in more of the established neighborhoods. As far as what's being built in Meridian, not that they're not building starter homes in the Meridian area, there are some, but the majority are going to be more like the 4-bedroom, 3-bath from the established neighborhoods all the way to the new construction that's coming in. The new construction that's coming in does have more of the amenities. So if you find a home that is existing and wasn't newly built in the Meridian area in that price point, usually there's not quite so many amenities that are being offered like the new construction that's coming out. So just a thought for when you're figuring out like where in the greater Boise area do you want to live and what do you want to have available to you and what price point do you want to shop in. That is what's going to help you determine where you need to be. New construction will have more amenities. Established neighborhoods are going to have mature trees, and usually they'll have some better locations, right? So just some thoughts there. Let's see, what else do we have here? I know where that property is. It's really rare that you see a property that is like on Eagle Road. If you're new to the area or don't know what I'm talking about, Eagle Road is one of the, maybe the main road. It basically segregates Meridian from Boise. It is what we keep expanding on, and a lot of our commercial is growing in that direction. It attaches to the freeway. So it's just like a main point, like most directions come from. If you're on Eagle Road, then turn left here or right there. Really, guys? So there are still a few homes that are left on Eagle Road, but you don't see them pop up very often. Usually if you go down Eagle Road, you're going to see strip malls, and you're going to see a lot of commercial buildings, and then you'll see entrances into subdivisions. So Eagle Road obviously goes all the way down into Eagle, and then you get into some really great high-end neighborhoods that are off the river, like Two Rivers, for example. But there are some acreages that are holding strong. And then also, Eagle Road will go down into the Kuna area. So like this one, for example, is just under 380. It's on Eagle Road. It's 5 acres, so it should be set back from the road. 5 acres is, you don't see that very often. Let's see. And it's just a 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath. So the value, most of that value is in the acreage. I think they're great properties to snag. I mean, one, it fits a lot of needs. You have the acreage size, you have the house, but then because it's on Eagle Road and because it is being developed so commercially, there's an opportunity down the road that you could change the zoning to commercial and then have an even higher price point when it is time for you to sell and move on to another property. So I think that grabbing properties that are on main roads that fit your needs, that are in a good price point, are great investment opportunities in the long run. So let's see what else we have on here. So all the way down to 345 in Boise, newer home. It's on a postage stamp, 1.2 acres, pretty small. That's the other thing to keep in mind with under construction or new construction areas, usually that they're trying to put as many houses as they can into that acreage that they have acquired, so you have much smaller yards. But again, you have the amenities. So the idea behind that is that people have smaller yards to manage, but then they have, you know, playgrounds and common areas that everybody can use that you don't have to maintain, except for the HOA fee, of course. If you have any questions about HOA and you're not, you know, familiar with the area, and I know there's a lot of areas that don't have them or have as many of them, I am happy to fill you in on what that's kind of all about. Okay. So let's just look at today. So like I said, there was 240 listings in this whole week, from Thursday to Thursday, and today alone, 68 new properties. So like I said, Thursday is a big day. So where should you check out open houses today? Today, that is just a cheap price. I have to look at that. Gotta look at the highs, the lows, and where the price variances are, right? So I'm gonna go to the asking price here, flip it, because there was a couple that I was just so curious. So we have one, it's only $78,500. Let's see. It says it has no bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. I have to look. I have to see. What do you mean? I need 3 bathrooms. I don't need anywhere to sleep. Okay. Oh no, legit, it probably doesn't. It used to be the American Legion Hall. Interesting. So it was probably built quite some time ago. Yeah. So built in 1925. But it looks like they're selling it as a single family home. That is really interesting. Has a kitchen, has a full kitchen. You would just need to like put up some walls and make your own bedrooms. Okay, could be a great renovation project, right? Little piece of history in Caldwell and add some bedrooms to it. And there you go. So moving on. See, these ones that come in like super cheap, just because our price points have been growing so much, I'm just really curious, like what is the bottom now of our price point? There are still some really fantastic buys that you can get. That is actually a cute little house. So this one's just under 112, little 2-bedroom, 1 bathroom on one of the numbered streets in Nampa. So it's kind of like smack downtown, and it's pretty cute. 728 square feet. So I think I've asked this before. I have to look this up. What makes a tiny home? I have a few people watching. Do you know the number? Is it 700, 650, 450? It's close. It's close to almost a tiny house that is just, but it's like stick built. It's on there. But then that jumps all the way up to 165 in Caldwell. And that is because it's already remodeled. So I'm going to check out the pictures. There's like 10 pictures outside before you even get inside, but that's okay. We're in. Does anybody just love potbelly stoves? I love these teeny little houses that have potbelly stoves. They're so cute. So it's only 1,300 square feet. It's a 2-bedroom, 1 bath. It's fully remodeled, right? So if it was, if you just had, 1 or 2 kids, or if you were an empty nester, this would be such a great opportunity. For $165, you could get this 2-bedroom, 1 bath, 1,300 square feet, and it'd be fully remodeled. It has a basement in it with the laundry room. So you have like really tiny on the top and really tiny on the bottom. So it just looks a lot smaller than it is. Let's see, what else do we have here? Just trying to find, I'll look through mostly all of these, but I'm just trying to figure out like what's noteworthy for today. If you want to chime in or comment with the price point that you're looking at, I will narrow it down for you. Let's see, so I've got some Boise, got some Eagle in the 400 price point. That's good. That's probably one of the best deals you can get in Eagle. 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath, just came on the market. Let's take a look at that one. Just over 2,300 square feet. It's got, it's a 2-story. Kitchen's a little bit blocked off, but it's a good size. Master bathroom looks really good. Has some French doors. Who doesn't love French doors? They're just fancy. I like my French doors. I have what looks like French doors, but only one opens, so we need to like figure out how to make it into like a double French door so it goes open. Anyways, this one is in Feather Nest. It's vacant, so it is good to go and show. No need to schedule. So if you want to just go check it out, you just make a call and you go look at it. Easy peasy, nice and empty. I like empty or staged. Not that you can't sell your house when it's, you know, owner occupied. It can make it a little bit trickier. Obviously, it's easier to walk into a vacant house or walk into like a staged home than it is to displace somebody for a little bit before you go into the house. I think, you know, owner occupied is totally fine, but if you can help it, have it vacant. Let's see. Oh, I'm excited about this one. So around 440 in Kuna, really modern design. I do like our more modern homes that are coming. It's still under construction by Schroeder Homes. Schroeder in the Patagonia Subdivision. Does anybody else know that Patagonia is based out of Ventura in California? I'm just saying. I don't think anybody else. I'm from Ventura, so whenever I see Patagonia, I remember that. I'm like, oh, it's in Ventura. So, tax assessed lot only. Okay. Well, let's see. Let's keep creeping here. We've got over 600. We have homes that are in Eagle, Boise, and Meridian. Looking at them, they're all 3 to 4 bedrooms and 2.5 to 4 bath. They're all on pretty good sized lots. I kind of want to look at this one. So in Meridian, I don't see like super like top prices very often. This home is going for $950, but it is on half an acre, which is really getting hard to find in Meridian. Let's see. So it's a 3-bedroom, 3.5 bath. It's almost 3,500 square feet. Let's see, over in Heron Ridge. Okay, where's the build date? Oh, this is a new construction. Okay, so we've got a fancy subdivision coming in. That is crazy nice house. Very cool. Lots of wood beams, great wood floors. I may actually go preview this one. Right. So in addition to checking the MLS every day, that's the other thing that us agents like to do, is to actually go into these properties and see them in person. And there's no better way to help your buyer find a property than having gone through it and really seen and felt if it's right for your clients. So it's always good to really walk through and evaluate a property in person, as well as just checking the MLS. So let's see. All right, so those are the new properties that have come on the market in the last week and what has come on the market today. Of course, there's more. It would take me all day to share every single one of them with you. But if you're curious about what's on the market and what you can get for what price point, or even what area you should start focusing on looking at, or if you're a homeowner and you're just curious what your neighbors are thinking about selling their property for, then please tune in once a week. I will be doing this once a week, just to cruise through on our MLS. And if you have any questions, just feel free to comment or send me a direct message. So I will see you guys next week. Thanks for watching.